Hello old-timers and newcomers, I am Gamer Scratches. And this is a bit of a letdown, isn't it? I'm sitting down, I'm playing a game that is not VR or Unreal Engine, but I am demonstrating another, older, until recently more popular virtual reality plugin than Unreal Engine virtual reality. This is VorpX, and it does what I expected virtual reality to do just in general when I first heard of it, which is it enlarges the screen into a not quite 720 degrees. I can't remember how big the field of view is, but it basically turns everything I see on the screen into a, well, massive screen. It just enlarges everything you see. Unreal Engine VR, a lot different from that, and superior in almost every way, but I tried playing a different virtual reality game, a bespoke virtual reality game, and the game just wasn't very good, so I'm gonna go with this instead. And what's so special about this game? Well, this is The Dyer. And this is the first game that I actually used VorpX on. And this is the game that convinced me that if I wanted to be a gaming YouTuber, it was going to be virtual reality, because even just by enlarging the screen until it fills my field of view, the experience playing a horror game like this was mind-blowing. It felt like the first time I booted up Alien vs Predator 2. It was the first time I played Doom 3. It was the first time I played Dead Space. It was all of that wrapped into one, despite being a lowly indie game. I say that, I'm sorry, that... Put it like this. Having focused on high-end Unreal Engine games, this is a little bit downscale. But at the same time, it is a camera game. It is a first-person game. It is a found footage, well, horror game. And even just by enlarging the screen, this is the ideal way of playing a found footage horror game. So, let us figure out where on earth the mouse is. There it is. And... nope! Damn it! I'm sorry, the mouse moves with my head movement as well, so I have to peer through here so I have to peer through my nose, like that scene from Beetlejuice when they pull their face back and then I have to do that so how my eyes here. Yeah. So now I see where play is. And here we go.
5 goddamn months. Finally back. Jeez, where did I keep those things?
Take my equipment. Where did you keep those things? Well, I don't know, my good sir. So another major difference from VorpX and Unreal Engine, no 6 degrees of freedom controls. So can't use the virtual reality controls. Much like Visage, I have to use the standard mouse and keyboard, which does break immersion, but considering we are supposed to experience this from the perspective of, well, a handicap, it's oddly fitting. Ooh! Hey Dean, I was thinking maybe you could take me on the next Urbex. I've read a bit about that mansion in Clover Springs. Maybe I could be of help. But seriously, I have absolutely nothing to do for the next month, and remember, you promised. Over and out. Good for you. I'm just taking in the ambiance and figuring out why on earth I'm filming this rubbish. And Annie, seriously, get yourself a new phone. I'm fed up with writing these stupid notes. Besides, we live 50 meters from each other. We could use those cup and string phones. Sure, I'll take you Ubixing, but I'm not sure about the timing. School's been really stressing me out lately. Can we talk about it tomorrow? E. Plus points for interactivity. There we are. Behold how my camera captures the dark. Okay, actually, I do understand wanting to show that off. I mean, I did the same thing with the OBS Tiny, and I turned off my lighting in here, and unlike my Canon, which I had to manually set, it actually works really damn well in the dock, which is really actually very pleasing. Is that all? Can I leave? Yes, I can. The fresh evening air of a beautiful spruce tree forest. Crease of soft grass and small pebbles, whereupon I enter an asphalted road. How far am I, in fact, from civilization, for the road to not only be in this pristine condition, but even lane with brickwork pathways on either side. Are there perhaps mansions just out of view, to the left or the right? Who knows? It is a little bit of slice of heaven, a crumble, if you may. And so I leave it in search of adventure. Later.
Okay, let's start it here.
Please do.
We are saddened to report the death of Diane Reed, the only daughter of the Reed family. Her body was found in the bathroom of their mansion at 8 o'clock this morning. The rest of the family was getting ready for breakfast at the time. Her body was found by her father, after which he immediately notified emergency services. An autopsy later showed that Diane had been dead for at least a few hours. It was ruled a suicide. It is believed she used an old towel the family kept in the kitchen to suffocate herself. The reasoning behind her suicide is, as of yet, unclear. She was so young and innocent, always happy, always smiling, I can't believe this. Life seems to hurt the most innocent souls, said one neighbor of the family after the tragedy. Our hearts go out to the Reed family during these difficult times. Robert Wright of Clover Springs was reported missing last night. He left his high school friend's house 3 days ago when he was alleged to have crossed the plant field near Route 96. Since then, all trace of him was lost, making him the third high schooler missing in 2 weeks in Clover Springs. Clover High School has temporarily closed its doors. Police advise citizens not to leave their houses after dark and to be careful.
Yo guys, it's Dean, back again with another video. Sorry for the long break. I didn't have time to record anything. Family problems, school, But we are back with a big one. I really had to dig to get these recordings. But let's quit the chit-chat and get down to business. Clover Springs, quiet town in Washington, green grass, fresh air, black coffee. In there, Reed's perfect family, respected, wealthy. Yet the daughter offs herself out of nowhere. And after that, things get really weird in that small town. Few people disappear, including the rest of the Reed's family. Father, mother, and son simply vanished. No trace. After a year, the town is basically abandoned. All moved out. I went online and stumbled upon this interesting theory, in which Diane's father was responsible for those missing teenagers. Some sources state that Diane was heavily bullied in school, and that would be the reason why she... So the father, seeking revenge, chose those teens, buried them somewhere, and then flies to Cuba. I don't know. It's just a theory. There isn't much information about the Reeds anyways. Especially about the girl. She must have never left the house or something. Well, now their house is a dope VorpX attraction. And probably some satanic bullshit place. But that's every abandoned building. And also every forest.
Right, so we are the kind of guy who deserves his fate in a horror movie. Gotcha. Once upon a midnight dreary, in game stations wet and bleary.
We are here. The main road has been closed many years, so I had to park the car a little further away. And let me tell you, those trees are creepy. It feels like they're looking at me.
How? That's not something you can just say, you know? In what way are they looking at you? Whatever. Aw, this makes me miss home. What is that? I can't see. Yeah. So I mentioned I've played this game a little bit, and this is what made me decide that I want to be a virtual reality gamer. Well, I think the game is split into 3 or 4 parts, but either way, I've only played the first part. But even so, the autofocus filter, the granulation, the very good lighting and texture and everything. This feels like watching a decent horror movie.
Let's take a look inside.
Very well, my friend.
Here we are. Wow. This place almost didn't age at all. The furniture's all messed up and the windows are nailed, but other than that, pretty good. The mansion was built in the 1930s, and it seems that 3 different families lived here. Reeds were the last. Remember, you always gotta watch out for homeless people in these places. I once heard about a guy jump by a hobo with a crowbar in some abandoned railway station. if I had to rank what I don't want to experience while urbexing, hobos with crowbars are a close second. First are probably collapsing floors, or hobos with knives.
Right. So not only are we establishing that you deserve whatever horror awaits, but you're also a little bit retarded, if I may use that word. I'm not sure. Because you're doing this shit
The dad's office.
alone.
His name was Clint Reed. Couldn't really find much information about him, only that he was apparently a lawyer. I tried to interview some of their neighbors, but they weren't really helpful, most of them, at least. They didn't remember any details, as if they have some kind of collective amnesia.
Goes with the visuals, I suppose. I can't read that! Excuse me. I didn't want to wake you up, so I'm leaving this note. Please feed Remy. Unfortunately, I couldn't manage it because my transportation arrived earlier than expected. I'll be back from the business trip in a week, so hang tight. P.S. If Diane's condition worsens, please inform the doctor immediately. Love. Why couldn't I read that inside the virtual reality? Well, like I said, huge screen, and I can't really look up in a corner. I'm just shifting the perspective, so it was right there in my periphery. Damn it! Dear Mr. Evans, I trust this letter will find you well. I am writing to express my serious concern about the well-being and safety of my child, Diane Reed, an 11th grade student at the Clover Springs High School. Regrettably, Diane has been experiencing persistent bullying from classmates, impacting her emotional and psychological well-being. The situation is unacceptable, and I believe it is crucial to promptly address it to ensure a safe and supportive learning environment for all our students. I kindly request that the school administration conducts a thorough investigation into these allegations and make appropriate measures to address and rectify the situation. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Sincerely, Clint Reed. I don't know why I gave him a crappy French accent, but now I am committed. Also, I could turn off my flashlight, right? Good. That means there is a horror somewhere I have to hide from. Nice. Well. Disturbing the settled dust. Disturbing these unsanctified halls, but all the same, what once was a home of familial warmth, and now is akin to a mausoleum for an obituary of the family history, is strangely anticlimactic, because there is no dust to be disturbed. All of it is floating in midair, and for being a long since abandoned house, the place is remarkably clean, almost as if someone or something have made its nest in here. Damn it! Dear Todd, it's been so long since we last saw you. We are thrilled to visit you for the holidays. Loi is already planning what to bake. She loves to bake. I hope it won't be a problem if we bring something from our end. We won't need to somehow repay you for such hospitality. On a slightly less cheerful note, Diane won't be able to join us. She's going to a school camp. Warm regards, Clint. I really hope that didn't disturb the recording, because Helmut just told me that it disconnected for a moment.
she rest in peace.
All right. She hung herself with a towel in the bathroom, if I understood it correctly. Which is... I was gonna say odd, because you'd expect her to drown herself in a bathtub, but have you ever tried drowning yourself? It's strangely hard. And how would I know that? Well, let's just say I was a morbid child with not a lot of sense of self-preservation. Don't do that stuff, kids. It's dumb. The upper floor seems vivid in a strange way. There are cobwebs here and there in a few corners, but it looks as if it doesn't look dilapidated. It doesn't look abandoned, just uncleaned. This house still lives, it feels like. Indeed, she still settles around me. Entering yet another of the house's surprisingly many studies and comfort rooms, I find further proof, further documentation of my investigation. The doctor was here and examined her, and he said that the illness is not spreading at all, quite the opposite. It's starting to recede. I don't know what to believe anymore. I could swear that while the doctor was writing the prescription, Diane smiled at me. But it wasn't an ordinary smile. I didn't see my daughter's usual warmth in that smile. It was full of satisfaction and anger, as if she had outsmarted me. I need to lie down. Yeah, lady. What can I tell you? And daughter's possessed. Satan's inside her. And she did some Ouija stuff or something. Nothing to do. I trust you have seen the beginning of Evil Dead, the remake. Dear Norton, I'm writing regarding my daughter Diane. Her health has deteriorated significantly, and at times I can barely recognize her. I also get the impression that she doesn't recognize me either. She looks at me with empty, indifferent, almost animalistic eyes. Last night, I was jolted from my bed by terrible screams coming from her room. She is in great pain, and the medication is not working. Please come as soon as possible. Sincerely, Laurie Reed. So, which ominous hall of doom and horrid death do we venture down first? Well, on the one hand I did come from there, and the best path would be straight ahead, but on the other hand I just came from there, so I am putting way too much thought into this.
Diane, the daughter, she got very sick at one point. Something with her spine. She got really deformed. The pain was so intense, her parents were locking her up in a room just to muffle her screams.
So parents were pieces of shit. Gotcha. Everyone deserves to die, basically. You know, I wonder how much evil is actually evil in these movies, because seems to be a lot of poetic justice and vindication, and...
That's the boys' room.
Hello. Marsha? Is that Marsha? From Marsha and the Bear? Come in your position! I don't know how many people have watched Marsha and the Bear, but seriously, screw it sideways on a pillowcase. Hmm? Oh! For a second I thought that was something else. Like maybe something crouched right there. And, hello.
Oh, okay. So the brother was a ventriloquist. And that's probably his doll. Still in a good condition.
Okay. Never heard anything about a brother until now. I think you're not very interesting to listen to.
And that is where the parents lived. I think. All the interior was left behind. Wow.
And it isn't suspicious at all. Not to mention the fact that nobody has looted or demolished or just, you know, Heisenberg the place. Today, late at night, as I was going downstairs to the bathroom, I saw Diane. She was standing in the corner of the dining room, right next to the fireplace, staring blankly into space. Her eyes were completely different, wide open, focused on something. I'm not sure, but I feel like I saw her twitching. Okay. Yeah, you're still there. Good.
Well, you know me. I don't give up this easily. Gotta find the code.
Right.
Really messy in here.
It is?
I suspect this was Diane's old room.
Okay, so I get it. There's twigs and a few boards and a trunk in here, but this just looks like a lazy storage room, or my father's living room when I grew up. Ah! Dear diary, today the doctor told me that I'll be taking a break from school. Supposedly nothing too serious, but with my tendency to faint, it would be dangerous to stay in school. I'm not sad at all. I never liked school. I've noticed that I have huge difficulties in making connections. My classmates don't like me, and I can't seem to make them like me. And maybe during this extended break, they'll find themselves missing my presence, and when I return, maybe I'll find some friends waiting. I'd like to say you're setting yourself up for disappointment, but you'd be surprised how often that actually happens. Alright. With little in terms of story beyond the whispers within the walls themselves, I find myself impatient. The place is lived in. It's becoming. The only thing that in any way makes it frightening is the fact that I came here in the dark, like a Okay, I do find it scary that the nail that the curtains is hanging on is clearly not nailed to anything. But where is the remnants of broken home? Show me the rivers of blood. It's just an empty house, I say, as I further peruse the remnants of a life abandoned. In a heartwarming turn of events, 3 missing teenagers have been found safe and sound in the quaint town of Clover Springs. So I am full of shit, basically. Their disappearance had gripped the community in fear and uncertainty, but the recent discovery has brought immense relief to both families and residents. Emily Jason, Robert Wright, and Lucy Smith had been missing for nearly a month before authorities located them in a small cabin inside the Clover Springs forest. Authorities are now working to reunite the teenagers with their families, facilitating a safe return home. While the reasons behind their disappearance remain private, the emphasis is now on supporting the teenagers as they navigate the aftermath of their ordeal. And my credibility as an investigative urban explorer is now in tatters. Therefore, I shall not include that in the editing process. What about here then? Need a crowbar. Right. Anything change? Nope. Did I miss something, maybe? I could open boxes, it just occurred to me. Not boxes, drawers. Okay. Radio with battery still on, that's disconcerting. Anything in here? No. Anything in here then? Oh, I missed these. There we are. And you? Why? What about you? You know where the key is? The code? Anything? No? Wait. Oop! And if you didn't trust me when I said this game was scary, me being scared by a branch coming into frame because I walked towards it should tell you all you know. All you need to know. There's got to be something I'm missing. What does that say? The clock started ticking downstairs. Oh. Let's check it out then. I heard nothing. I heard that. In the silence, I wonder, would a house settling so cause furniture to slide? For if not, I fear something horrid may soon occur, and I may become yet another. I silence myself as I catch a piece of paper, one which I have not noticed before. It should not be here. And either the doctor made a mistake or he lied right to my face. I'll stop heeding his advice. Diane has never been so deformed. Her bones protrude from beneath her nightshirt and contort into unnatural shapes. She doesn't move all day. Her face has undergone a complete transformation, twisted in a grimace of pain, appearing as if horribly aged. And her eyes, black raven-like eyes, empty yet very absent. They stare into the corner of her room for hours on end. Okay. Wait a minute. Rotate. Oh my god, do I have to go and rotate the papers everywhere now? And here we go. Or not? $32. Right. Oh, another paper. I locked her. I locked Diane in the room, and I'm afraid to let her out.
Did you hear that?
No, I didn't. I'd like to keep reading, but I figure if I'm gonna commit to the role, if I did in fact hear something... Wait! No, I opened that door. Right. Is there someone new? Said the splicer to the guy. And I keep getting messages online. And like the servant staring down the intruder in the castle beyond the forget memory river. I breathe in, I scream, and I charge!
Jeez, you scared me.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. I'm fine. What's up? Shit. I understand. Just, I'll do it as soon as I get back to the car. I understand. Bye.
Okay, so he understands something. Good. I don't. They hide her from the world, lock her in a room with a key, ashamed of her. They pretend as if nothing is happening, as if there aren't these dreadful screams, as if she isn't my sister struggling to stay conscious in a small claustrophobic space, while there's some dying rat on the floor. When a neighbor asks about Diane, they respond that she's doing great, that she'll be going on a school camp. If Diane were to stand in front of those neighbors now, they wouldn't even recognize her. She has become our dirty little secret. That's nasty. Or maybe I have read too much porn. Ah. 25. 32, 25. Right.
Hello? Who's there?
Good!
Guess it must be the draft.
A draft. A D-R-A-U-G-H-T. As in a draft of beer. Well, that explains why I am a complete idiot who don't run screaming out of this place, because clearly there is someone here, you nunty. Well, that's bad. Doll is gone. But doesn't matter. I have a code, so nothing can stop me. Except common sense, which I have none, so that can't stop me. Okay, what was it? 3225, right. Oh. Three, 2. Damn it. Damn it. That. There we are. Three, 2, 2, 5. Or do you want it upside down? Of course you do. 3, 2, 2, 5. Oh. There we are. Spider web. No way, that better be a mannequin head. That better be a mannequin head. Hey, it's a mannequin head! And there is a mannequin. Makes sense. Only not missing a head. Also, that one is really rolling. What? I blinked? Or what? Oh, hello. There we are. I can defend myself. Take that. Dude. Run!
The electricity tends to act strangely in these houses. Yeah.
Right. Electricity. Sure. What the? Oh. For a second I thought someone was lying there. Thank you. So apparently the radio turns off the light. Right. Turn on again, turn on again, turn on again. No. Oh, there's a key. No, that was an magnifying glass. I was gonna say an enlargement glass. I can't bear to listen to her screams. Those blood-curdling screams. I haven't seen my sister for a week. They haven't let her out of the room since then. She can't be treated like that. Tonight I'll sneak in and let her out. You fool. But, you know, stones in glass houses. And a pot called kettle cold and black and all that. I mean, I know there is someone here, and yet I'm not leaving. A week had passed since we buried Diane. Cody has hardly said anything since our daughter passed away. Clint has gone on another business trip. The house is so quiet that sometimes it feels like I can still hear the echoes of her screams. Okay, so... someone was mad, possibly the whole family. Either the kid was mad thinking his sister was still alive, or parents were mad thinking she was dead. Alright. Oh, then it was definitely not me then. Oh wait, it was definitely not me. Run! Key to the locked room upstairs. Strange that I know it was to the locked door upstairs. Anna, dear Todd, finding the right words for a message like this is never easy. Sadly, our beloved daughter Diane recently passed away unexpectedly. Due to this heartbreaking situation, we regret to inform you that we won't be able to make it for our planned Christmas visit. P.S. Todd, you've always been a good friend to me. I probably shouldn't be sharing this, just like I never shared it with my wife. There aren't good words to dress it up, but I hope you understand. Part of me finds solace in the fact that my daughter has passed away. She truly didn't have an easy childhood. I'm not even sure if she ever experienced a single happy day. I never saw her inviting anyone home, nor did I see her talking to any friends. Painfully, I admit that even Lori, her own mother, didn't hold much love for her. Damn. Even I sometimes involuntarily showed that strange coldness toward Diane. It seemed like the only person who looked at her normally was Cody. I knew she was bullied in school for a long time, but I ignored it. Some sick part of me found satisfaction in it. Then that horrible disease, a dreadful affliction, completely distorted my daughter. I looked at her then, but I couldn't love her. I was somewhat disappointed. When I saw her on the floor of our bathroom, completely pale, I felt relief, as if I dropped the baggage I've been carrying for years. Your friend, Clint. Clint, the French douchebag. Anything in here? Nope. Oh. Oh. Nope. Nope. Okay, this I remember. I can actually leave. But there isn't really any saving point in this game. So leaving will end the game. And I more or less promised myself I'd finish it this time. So, let's instead read a little bit more. Clint, please come back. Clint, please come back soon as possible. Something strange is happening with our son. Lately, he keeps talking about some tall figure that follows him. He experiences episodes of complete disorientation in which he doesn't respond to what I say, doesn't move, as if he's not even there. When I tried to interrupt such an episode, he became aggressive, yelling at me. Sometimes he also talks to himself, mentioning something about Diane. I'm worried about him. I'm worried about him too. There's at least 2 crazy adults in this house. And yet, he has to be here. Don't feel okay. Oh right, it was that way. I remember now. I remember where I go.
Jesus, what a smell.
I wouldn't know. But I assume it's quite fetid. Whatever is making it. I see flies. Oh. Map. How nice. I think I hear someone humming behind me. Maybe you fly. Okay, that's...
Looks like there's a secret passage downstairs.
Oh yeah, right. Of course, secret passage. Right. Dear diary, the doors are always closed. My mother locks them, and there's only one key in this house. Nothing can get out and nothing can get in. I used to think I could hide from him. He calls out to me every night, and I hear the creaking of the floors as he moves through the house. I hear his skin shifting with each step, and that melody he sometimes plays. I cover my mouth then, so no sound escapes, but even that doesn't work anymore. He appeared at midnight. I couldn't fall asleep, so I sat at my desk. When I turned around, there he stood by the door of my room staring at me. The doors were still closed. Diane. I like how she ends that by signing off. Like, lady? You don't have to, you know... Hello? Hello? Whoa! There is come...
What was that?
Get out of the house, right? Hannah, thank you for giving me permission. Here I run. No. No. Why on earth would I check the kitchen? Why don't I just break a window? Oh right, they're boarded up. Forgot that. But I have a crowbar, damn it! Oh. What's that? Believe nothing you hear, and only half of what you see. Okay, so... playing a little ghost game then, are we? Okay. No! Hello. How are you? Did you get lost on your way to the remake of The Wall? Thank you for not turning around. Yeah, I want to get out. Oh, right, they mentioned a hidden passage. They are buried in the walls. Great, I don't really care. I had a crowbar. Where did the door go? Oh. Oh. Hurry, 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 hurry. There we are. Okay, good. Ask them to get me a key, please. Okay, I heard that, so I shouldn't trust it, right? Don't believe what you hear and only half what you see. What was that? I mean, I heard a sound sting, but I didn't actually see what happened. Right. Towards the bloody emergency light of doom. Oh. Right. Right. How about I close you? I can't. Right. With the grace of a swan's neck, a hand appears from the bloody tub and beckons me forth with gifts. A key to the storage room. Thank you, ghost lady. Right, we are now playing Zafura and we are in space. Right. Okay. What kind of Disney funhouse bullshit is this? Thank you. The elongating hallway leads me to a basement room of all things. The moisture in the air, the concrete floors and ceilings, the bricked up walls. Somehow I have found myself underground among the pipes and entrails of the building. And
holy shit!
And proof of the notes lies, of the wall sayings lies. Or is this perhaps yet another one of those things that I should not trust my eyes in, if indeed the bodies are buried in the walls? Who's to say? Uh-oh. Ooh!
The body of 22-year-old Judy Flores was found in the river this morning. The girl fell to her death from a 6-foot bridge into the rocks. First responders declared her dead at the scene. The tragedy is being investigated as a possible suicide. Judy's family said she has been battling depression for a long time.
What hallway? The one I came from? Right, then I'm not going there. Running! Running, running, running! I think it's really hard to tell. Or is it this hallway? Oh crap, it's this hallway. Oh! Anna, I hear something. Hide me! Hello! Hide me! Hide me! Yeah, I'm trying! Yeah. Oh. Screen is still. Right, I hid. Good. And I'm supposed to follow him, of course. Makes perfect sense. just as the layout of this building does. And the chains next to the wall carpeting, whatever it's called, that's a nice touch, as is the horrid bloody light of horribleness and the corpse-like dolls staring at me. And that is indeed a very friendly looking hand greeting me. Why on earth would I use that? Oh! Oh! What's it? Help! Ooh. Ooh. Stop that! Stop that! I don't have a flashlight anymore. Damn! Who? What? Who? Hey! I have a spine but no bones. I have no heartbeat, yet I hold life's hook. I have a spine but no... Yeah, that's a book. Right? What did I do? Look higher. Oh, bucket. Bucket. Right. Oh. G to throw. Right. Down, boy. Oh. I'm sorry. There. C to throw. Break the window. Okay. Wait, what? What's that? G to throw. No? Ah. Yeah. Or was it really C to throw? Yes, it was. Okay. There we are. Ten minutes later. Right. Okay. So I guess I ran through the energy forest. I mean, it looks like an energy forest. I'm not sure, is energy forest the term? It looks like the kind of wood which is grown specifically to become pellets that you burn in a furnace. But this is as far as I've ever played this game, so I did ham it up a little up until now, but my reactions from here on, they're gonna be genuine. Oh. Well, that's a nice touch. The gloomy moon staring down upon this nightmare-laden dreamscape. Prickly foliage. The dense. The dense brambles, forcing me deeper into a meandering labyrinth of which I cannot find my way back. Leave me alone, Discord. I love you, all my friends on there, but currently I feel. God damn foxes. I'm pretty sure that was the sound of a fox screaming. If you've never heard a fox scream, it is horrible in a way that is hard. Okay, am I just repeating myself now? Can I go back? I am repeating myself. Great. Is there an A on that moon? Or is that a... Okay, there is a symbol of some kind on the moon. It's either a 4 or an A. I can't really tell. But I'm sure it'll be important. I love you, Discord friends, as I was saying. But right now I feel the need to be alone! Why is my running just a... Screw you, birds. Just a decent walking speed. Okay. So... Oh. Well, I've been going left all this time, so what if I go right? What then? Okay. I hear a wind chime. Oh. And I hear it specifically around here. But I don't see anything like a wind chime. I'll get back to that. Holding down shift doesn't actually make me run, doesn't actually make me go any faster. But it makes me feel better. This is unpleasant. I saw you, I think. Or was that just dust floating by? Screw you, shadowy flower. And path that way is closed now. Uh-huh. If I die at this point, and I have to start the game all over again, I'm gonna be... And again. This is becoming tedium. Come on, you sick... Hello. It's a skinned min. Anyone read Boraska or listened to Mr. Creepypasta narrate it? If you haven't, don't. It's one of the few actually disturbing stories that I've read and heard. And not for the ways that you want it to be. Unless you also follow it up immediately with a sequel. Great. Which removes any and all of the horror and just turn it into generic 80s movie number 32. Yeah, I hear you. Come out and face me, you bastard! Yeah, that was a stone. I can't pick it up. Screw you, birds. Dude, I really think this is a... Wait a minute. For just a second I thought there was an eye. Oh, hello.
Hello?
Behind you. Don't look at them.
Okay. Oh, do I or don't I trust what I hear? It's scarier to trust it, so I'm just gonna do that. If you're coming at... Ah, that gives me a funny feeling. Now there's... I think that was a caribou. And funny story, I have been terrified by a caribou, or a reindeer. I was fishing with my dad and a friend, and dad and friend, they had gone further upstream, and I was alone, fishing, having fun, turn around, and not 10 meters away from me, there stands a reindeer, peeking out at the forest at me. Now, we were in an area that was... I can't remember if the term is Sapmi or Sami. But anyway, it was reindeer herd land. They run around that area, you know, just by themselves. And it probably would have been nice, but seriously, massive, like Moder from The Ritual, massive, staring at me, and I was terrified to freaking move. Alright. Hey, Tent 10. Here from Tent 9. I couldn't help but notice that Green Day shirt. I'm not sure what your name is, maybe Anna, but I'm practically head over heels for you. But seriously, my tent mate keeps playing some disco, and I'm on the verge of a nervous breakdown. How about a walk? Over and out. Right, did you send this by pigeon or what? And I can't go in. Okay. Right. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, for a second I thought I was back at the beginning, but now I actually realize what these things are. They're wanted posters. Or missing posters.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Ending 3. Okay. Okay, that was fun. Cheap jump scare, I know, but it was the mechanic. I could just barely see the audio. The microphone logo, I could just barely see it on my right. And I had to check if it was my voice that would have elicited a response, or if it was just in the game, but or maybe it would have different. I was thinking maybe if I turned different ways, maybe it would pick up sounds that I didn't and just, you know, lead me either to or away from danger. So I had to check what was going on. Did not expect that. And all of a sudden I felt far more interactive, and in this thing, that was amazing. But, well, I did say I wanted to finish the game, but I have been going on a while now, and this would be a good place to end for now. And what I could do is play the game again and reach this point and then get back to recording, and that would make for a decent part 2 to this video game. So thank you all for watching. I've been Cool Scratches, and I hope you will join me again next time to take another look at what I found. Don't look at my porn.